Be warned, readers, this video may contain spoilers for the content included. Now that you have been fairly warned, let's begin today's retrospective. Welcome back to a series of unfortunate events, The Reptile Room, by Lemony Snicket. In the last chapter, we left off where Sunny was bit by the incredibly deadly viper. I figured now would be a good time as any to have a little update for the channel. Currently, I'm in a play called You Have the Right to Remain Dead. It's a great murder mystery/comedy that's going to take up my time for the next month or so. Because of this, I'll only be able to do Let's Play videos every now and then. There'll be longer videos when I do them, but they'll only happen maybe only a few days a week, if that much. Not that it really matters, cause no one watches them. And I'm trying to push one more Myth Monday video out, but to be honest, even though I do like doing them, finding motivation to actually do research and write a script and then do the audio and then edit the audio and then find a picture and then make the video, it's sometimes difficult to do with everything else that I'm doing that's similar, but every day. And I have no idea when I'll make a mystery video again. That won't come back for a long time. But Myth Monday will most likely be on hiatus again for a month or so, even after the play is done. I will try to make sure retrospective videos are out 5 times a week, but if there are days in which a video isn't out, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Also, I'm planning on doing another show with a friend of mine this summer that I will be putting on here. So there is a lot that I need to work on. But once I'm done with at least memorizing my lines for the play, then things should start going back to normal. Just so you know. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh right, Sunny got bit by a large snake. I'm sure you are waiting to hear what happened with that. In Chapter 3, it turns out that Sunny wasn't in any danger at all. The incredibly deadly viper is just a misnomer that Uncle Monty came up with as a joke. He plans on bringing the snake to the Herpetologist Society, and prank the other herpetologists there for making fun of his name. He'll scare them by having them think this incredibly dangerous snake is let loose, when in reality the snake is completely harmless. It doesn't try to eat Sunny, but simply plays with her. After he explains this, Violet and Klaus are relieved, and even laugh at the idea of the prank. Violet wonders if there are any dangerous snakes in the reptile room. Monty says of course, and that he even has venom samples in a cabinet. But there is nothing to fear, as the really dangerous snakes are locked up. So Sunny is safe from death, but Uncle Monty is not, Lemony Snicket warns us abruptly. So when Uncle Monty tells them that no harm will come to any of them in the reptile room, we are struck with a certain dramatic irony with his promise. We are promised that soon Uncle Monty will be dead, and all the happiness the Baudelaires are managing to scrounge up once more will fade. However, as the week goes by, the lives of the Baudelaire children are wonderful. They each have their own rooms where they can spend their free time doing what they enjoy. Every morning they would work in the reptile room with Uncle Monty until supper time, when they would tell each other stories about their lives before heading out to the movies. Uncle Monty taught them a lot about reptiles and how to handle them. Life was absolutely pleasant for that week. But one morning, instead of finding Uncle Monty in the reptile room, they found a note. The note said that Uncle Monty was out buying supplies for the trip, and that Stefano, the new assistant, would be arriving that day. As they worked that morning, waiting for Stefano to arrive, the children realized that even though the pain of losing their parents will always be there, the time they spent with Uncle Monty eased some of that pain. They could mourn and still find happiness at the same time. And yet, the children's contentment with Uncle Monty would soon be at an end. The car horn that signaled the children of Stefano's arrival served as a warning for us that misery has returned once more. Stefano was a lanky man with a bald head, shaved eyebrows, and a lengthy beard. He could do whatever he wanted to his appearance, but when the children saw the tattoo of an eye on his ankle, they knew for a fact that Stefano was really Count Olaf. Remember when I talked about how evil it would be to let Violet, Klaus, and Sunny spend time with Justice Strauss only for them to realize she is not their legal guardian? Well, it seems that Handler retroactively heard me and made the reptile room just like that. The children finally feel like they are getting closure in their lives after becoming orphans, and now all that comes crashing down. And now that I'm older and have experienced the loss of a parent, I understand more how these kids feel. It's true that the pain won't ever go away. I'm not sure you'll ever get over it. But you still have to live on, and reading this now, seeing that makes me feel a lot better about losing my own mother. Or I at least feel more at ease and not alone with my emotions. That particular section just speaks to me more now, and I appreciate it more than I did when I was a kid. I am very confused on why exactly, though, that Handler sort of spoils us on the fact that Uncle Monty will die. As an adult, I feel like I would have preferred not knowing that until it actually happened. But you have to remember that this is for kids too. So I wonder if he or an editor or someone thought that it would be best to kind of warn a child of someone they actually know about dying in the book that they are reading. Sure, the parents die in a fire, but we are to believe that was an accident. And that makes me think maybe that's why the parents aren't really touched on more. Maybe it's easier to deal with death if the characters don't have a face and personality. But with Uncle Monty, you learn everything about him, and he is a very likable character, but now we know he's going to die. So maybe the warning is like a way to lessen the blow of losing this character before you get really attached? Or maybe Handler just wanted to talk about dramatic irony for the sake of having it. I don't know, like I've said before, this series is written in a strange way. Count Olaf has returned in the guise of Uncle Monty's new assistant. What is the Count's new plan to steal the Baudelaire fortune? Will the children be able to convince Monty that Stefano is not who he says he is? Or is Uncle Monty's ill fate tied to Count Olaf's dastardly plan? Until next time, readers, keep on reading.